scraps. Those are waiting for us in our holodeck missions, which is what we're going to purchase right here. So Deep Space Nine, 450 diodes. Is that enough for all of them? 100, 200, 300, 400, 450. Yes, so I can pick them all up, even the level 51 that I probably can't do, but I guess we'll give it a shot. Alright, so let's pick up some missions. We got Gambit, Part 1 and 2. Those are the two main missions that tie into the event that's going on. And then we have some side missions as well. Realistically, before doing this, I probably should have just looked at the rewards. Although these don't quite translate all the time. Or did they finally change them and fix that? Well, too late now. Alright, so there's all 7 of our missions. This is just going to get overwhelming here, so we're going to click through it real fast and we'll go back and kind of take each one at a time. Alright. So let's see what we got. Gambit Part 1, picking up Cisco from New Orleans. You can always go back and reread what's going on. Alright, so when we left off last month, Cisco had been reassigned back to Earth. The Admiral was the changeling. He wreaked some havoc on some stuff. And now Cisco's asking us to come pick him up. That's what Gambit Part 1 is. Part 6 over here is now, well, we'll hold off on that. We also have the additional hosts. This is Cisco and Duran. Now we're looking for the Defiant, which has gone missing. Now we have to do something about cloaking. And then this is going to be the Ops 50 Plus mission, which might be a little harder to tackle. Can I do a show explaining all the store packs and what the benefit gained from purchasing them? I see a ton, but can't find a description of what the actual benefit is. Don't have the Defiant. Can you still run the mission? You should be able to run all of these missions without the ship. None of them should be Defiant dependent. A couple of them actually reward Defiant blueprints. I think they said there's 3 blueprints in some of these missions total. Really wasn't much, you know, to speed things along, but it's all in here. Dixon, you're talking about like all these packs? This mountain of crap that's in here? Because let's face it, there's a lot. There's a lot of primes that they've added over the last couple of months here, and I mean, it's pretty exhausting. Oh, plus apparently it's ship blueprint time. All the different cloakings that then come along with it. Yeah, there's like 40 or 50 primes now, and if you haven't purchased them or haven't unlocked it, they're all clogging up your store, and then you get down to here into all these materials and stuff. Part 3 of the Ops 50 mission has a 22 million power hostile. Well, thanks, Ace, for the heads up. 22 million. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that, but we'll find out. Alright, first things first. What we need to do is get a crew. Alright, let's just do this. First 2 parts are easy. Okay. Well, we're going to need to pile them. You know what? Let's just stick with this crew. Why not? They should be fine for most of this stuff. We'll probably need to actually send out 2 ships just for... Oh, let's start with the Armory. So the Armory, we were talking about it before. You'll continue to source it's over here now. This little button here does take you into the refit section and the ship abilities. So you can also get here from the shipyard. But here's your ship ability section where you can buy even more abilities. This is where the automated defenses and stuff are, but now you also have these additional abilities for a lot of different faction ships in here. Relentless Assault on the rares, the uncommons, the epics, D4 Augur, Enterprise, Enterprise A, Rotaran, yeah. And Relentless Assault increases weapon damage against hostiles and armadas by 175%. Looks like it's pretty consistent. I think it's weapon barrage here increases the number of shots per weapon against players by 20%. In something on the Tribune, which already has enough shots as it is, getting a bonus to that is pretty nasty. So there's Relentless Assault boosts weapon damage against hostiles and armadas 175%. Then you get direct hit on the low-level G3 epics. That increases all penetration stats against players by 300%. So again, this is more of a PvP component, whereas this is more of a PvE component on the rares and uncommons. And then we get this lethal, we get the weapon barrage on the G4 epics, increases number of shots, and then the G5 epics get this lethal force, which increases critical hit damage by 175%. You also got 2 new automated defenses for your Horizon and your North Star, wherever that one is. I know those are also for sale now for like 20 bucks a piece. But upgrading the building itself gives you some nice bonuses. We get a hull health bonus, a shield health bonus, mitigation stat bonuses, and it's pretty much also upgrading allows access that unlock new abilities. Upgrading the armor to certain levels will also grant enough refit shards to fully unlock the refits for specific ships. So when you get to 26 of the building, it automatically gives you the refits for the level 26 ships. Level 28, you get the level 28 faction ships. Level 42, level 53. So you get all of the uncommon refits. Essentially, you can get them all for free just by getting the armory up to the appropriate level. Rares and epics, there you're still on your own to source through other means. This looks like a pretty straightforward 5% increase per level. Oh, there you go, up through the first 15 levels. Then it jumps up to be a 6% bonus. And then I'm sure somewhere around here, now it goes up to a 7% bonus. And then, what, at 35, we jump up to an 8% bonus. So, by the time you get to level 42, so you could get those G4 uncommon refits for free, you will have added 35,000 power to your base, but most importantly, you will have added 267% to your hull, shield, and mitigation stats. Should be a nice little shot in the arm to all of the ships below this. Giving them increased value and allowing you to further progress through the game against the standard PvE hostiles. PvP, well, you know, everybody's going up the same amount, right? If everybody's on the same pace. So your advantage would be as if you made some purchases and got parts and upgraded your building faster, you'd get more of these upgrades sooner. Or if you have players who are just less active, who maybe skip a day or two, maybe they don't get their claims every day, and their progression slows a little bit, or they miss an event that gives additional rewards, well, then you would grow a little faster than them. But the first 7 levels so far were free. It got my Pilum about 200,000 more strength. I did not do it on my lower account yet. I wanted to actually save that and do that right now with everybody. So we're going to do that right now. We're just going to see what this actually adds. It's I was trying to crack bases earlier. We were doing a little bit of base cracking. Alright, so this is my makeshift crew I have on my tier 3 auger, which is just shy of 1.8 million. So now we're going to speed up my par steel generator here. And let's do some armory building. When you finish it, it'll give you this nice little pop-up that explains to you how the building works. Get new abilities. Yeah, thanks. Woo, yay. And now we can go ahead and make a couple upgrades to it. First couple levels are real quick. But as you can see, we're already up about 19,000. Now we just got another 7,000. Yeah, we're getting about 7,000 a level here on these particular ships. Obviously, it's going to vary based on your ship, based on your research, based on your other bonuses. But this is a nice little boost to a variety of things, and it kind of does overlap a little bit with the subspace relay building, which also has hull health bonuses attached to it. But this progression is also tied to incursions, so it's a little slower. And eventually, if you get your Syndicate XP up high enough, these buildings will gain additional buffs. It's the generators, not the warehouses. It's the generators, right? Yeah, you get hull bonuses and things like that, but you got to get your Syndicate XP up pretty high for these to kick in. But it's nice to know that there is a silver lining. I think it's 26. Does it tell you? Syndicate level 30. Yeah, that's like 2024 problems right there. Do any of you guys have your Syndicate levels high enough yet that you're actually getting the benefits from your generators? I don't know too many people who are that far along, who've gotten their Syndicate XP up to level 30. I'm almost to 20. I'll probably hit 20 here in the next, actually tomorrow I'll hit 20. That's where you're at, Lloyd? 20? Yep. There's the armory. Benny Hill's Ghost, welcome to the show. Thank you for commenting and chatting here with us. Ace, you're also level 19. Benny, you're ops level 35. What we were talking about Syndicate XP level. What's your Syndicate XP rank? Bel Air's at 16. Yeah, most people, unless you really spent heavily into Syndicate XP, which I know when they announced this, the high level whales and things like that, they were just, swiping the credit card a few more times, right, to get those extra couple levels to start getting those additional buffs to it there. So there's level 7. That finishes the first milestone, which gets you an extra 115. That will position you, so you need about 165 for the next one. But we were at 1798, so we gained about 65,000 power overall. But obviously we're just, we've got more hull health, we've got a little more shield health, we've got a little bit better penetration, so we can do some more damage. QWERTY's almost level 12. Penny Hill's Ghost is also at 19. Well, good job, first off, everybody, on staying active and getting your Syndicate XP up. It is a bit of a grind. It's gotten slightly better. The Mantis helped a little bit speed things up. And now we've also got the benefits coming from, if you have the extra Bajoran Favor, now you get an extra couple 500 a day, which is also helping to speed things along a little bit and not really require any extra grinding to do it. Yeah, the Mantis definitely helps. Being able to get, depending on your, what your tier level is, 1,500 to, if you're doing double pulls and you can get 3,000 a day, that'll drastically speed you up. I know I've gotten a little tired of grinding that much to be able to do the double pull every day, but I'm still at least able to get a single pull every day, and for me it's an extra 1,900 Syndicate XP a day. But the double pull's just over 100,000. And since my Mantis only holds about 62,000, it's a little, it would be a little time consuming. But, alright, so we looked at the armory. Obviously some nice little upgrades. It was a free upgrade, right, that they just sort of gave everybody. They hooked you in. Now everybody's ready to buy the pack. Let's just take a look here and see what we can get. We'll do a hydrate and a stretch in a second. Thank you very much for that. But let's see if, yes. Alright, so Ripper did add it in. So if you purchased one Armory upgrade pack, you'll get, I'm assuming this stays the same, but everything else should change based on your ops level and the other materials and what server you're on as well. The age of your server usually dictates what's in these packs. But 8,000 of these Nadions. So right now we're sitting here at level 7. So let's move this over. Actually, I wonder if it's in Spock's Club. Cost calculator? Armory? Nah, it's not in here yet. Okay. Okay. So, let's see what we can do. If you get, what did we decide? We were getting 8250 is what we're getting. And just to make sure I'm reading this right, I now need 300 to go up to the next level. Okay, minus 300, minus 325, minus 375, that's 1,000, minus 400, 450, we've still got plenty left. Let's see how many more we could get out of this pack. Your pack only has 6,700 in Adions. Well, that's disappointing to know that they're different levels. I'm not surprised. You know, Scopely does offer different packs at different values in terms of contents based on both ops level and server age, which is a little disappointing. 6,700, so you get 1,500 less than I do. Okay. This was 750. You would come up just short. You'd get to level 20. You'd be slightly short, I think, of being... You'd be slightly short of going to level 20. If you bought the pack, you could get to 19, and then probably like tomorrow or the next day, you'd be able to go to level 20. Well, you'd also get the rewards from the extra, from the event. That's good for like another 700 or 800 out of the event as well. So you would be able to get to level 20. I'd be able to get to 21. I'd have 250 left, and I would need 1,075. And what's in the event? Plus 405, plus 380, plus 140. Yeah, I'd have just enough. I'd have 1175. So I could take it one more notch. I could get to 22 if I bought the pack. Courtiers only has 5,600. Then you'd probably get to about level 15 or 16 if you were to purchase that pack. I could get to 23 because of the event. So somewhere between 17 and 16 and 22, 23 for the average player from one pack purchase. Not quite getting you to where you need to be in terms of getting any of the free refits yet, and it doesn't seem like this is based on ops level necessarily, this Nadion supply, because none of this didn't reset while I was leveling up and building my because I'm on the wrong account. But it didn't reset because I would have seen it before too. So this doesn't change, so you're still getting the same amount per day. So very similar again to the treasury. Oh, which apparently I could have also have upgraded. Well, I started another building already, so that'll have to wait until tomorrow. Yeah, so, alright. Well, it's nice to know it's gonna vary a little bit. Let's see what my pack looks like on my European account. Armory upgrade pack. This one has 6,300 in it. And then, because I'm only Ops 35, it's just G3 resources and Latinum and things like that hanging out in there.